What's good? It's Shigozi. It's Saturday, March 31st, 2018. And because it is Saturday, it is exactly 35 weeks from NASA's 58th birthday, or 59th birthday, I mean. Freemasonry 59, Freemasonry 58. They're launching a 58-foot tall rocket. I hope you understand everything I just showed. Like, this is going to be the easiest video to see because every last thing I say about NASA is coming true on this perfect day for them. 58-foot tall rocket. Look at this. Freemasonry sums to 58 and 59. They are 59 years old right now. I've been saying this all the time, all year. If you're new here, this Saturnian organization, this is your federal government, Saturn with his ring around it, Freemason compass. Do you see how they were formed July 29th, 1958? They are 59 years old. I just showed you how Freemasonry sums to 58, 59. Now they're showing a 58-foot tall rocket from its Wallops flight facility. That's by the numbers. And NASA equals 35. Using alphabetical order, N is the 14th, A is the 1st, S is the 19th, A is the 1st, add them all, 35, and it's 35 weeks from their 59th birthday. You know, it's all you have to see as to how this is a scripted event from the Freemasons. There's no coincidences here, especially when I'm literally telling you before this all happens, look out for NASA propaganda by the numbers 35 and the numbers for Freemasonry. It's all I say every single time I make a video about their propaganda. And now we get this. Wallops flight facility. Wallops equals 26, like Mason. 37, reflection of 73, like Mason. Space 91, 26. Space 91. S the 19th letter, 1 plus 9 is 10. Reducing once, you get 26. Reducing twice, you get 17. So while we're on the 17, from this propaganda event, which by the way is 3/31, 331, the 67th prime, Freemasonry sums to 67, the S exception we're just talking about, reducing S once. So again, while they're 59 years old, launching the 58-foot tall rocket on 3/31, the 67th prime number. And as we decode this propaganda we're about to see, it's live though, so you probably won't see much. But when we decode further propaganda, you'll see then more of these numbers. We're going to Mars. It's a Mars parachute thing. NASA prepares to launch Mars parachute. Parachute 1551, Mars 1551. It's always a Saturnian moon ritual. Moon 1551, Saturn 30, like Mars. And of course, all this happening on a date with a life lesson number of 45, the sum of Saturn's magic square. Also 7218 numerology, Sun 1827. So we get the Sun, Saturn numbers, 35 weeks from NASA's birthday, launching a 58-foot tall rocket. Freemasonry equals 58. I mean, I like to be repetitive because that is how you understand this. I wish there was more verbiage on this piece of propaganda because I know there's a hell of a lot more to talk about. Aspire is the name of the test. Aspire sums to 9432. These are important numbers to NASA. 41. NASA founded on a date with 41, 94 numerology. Of course, date with a life lesson number 59, Freemasonry 59. They're 59 years old when this piece of propaganda is coming out. Founded the 210th day of the year, Saturn 21, Moon 21. There's a bunch of actors giving you propaganda, reading off scripts. This is a play right now. They're about to launch this. So what's going to happen? It's going to launch. They're going to release a piece of propaganda out about it, and then I'll try to make another video then about that. but I at least want to spend this time talking about what we're seeing. So remember what we do, just give us this. 188, 189. The Bavarian Illuminati 188. They're just branded propaganda right there. So this is not related, but it's a piece of coded propaganda. Another example. Oklahoma teachers are fed up. It takes some 10 years to earn 40,000 salaries. Some work 6 jobs to make ends meet. Now they're ready to walk out. So I say all the time, they always put so many numbers, especially together, inside these little sub-headline paragraphs. 10-4. 104, United States of America found a date with 104 numerology, 7 plus 4 plus 17 plus 76. Jerusalem 104, Oklahoma, Sumsu 104. And then they have that in their propaganda. See? Or, excuse me, 140. 140, 104, 14. It's all 14 in numerology. See? Talk about Oklahoma. So I'm just going to close with this video. Scottish 32. Like Aspire. Scottish 49 to Reflection of 94. Pillar 68. The Freemasons 68. 58. Like Freemasonry 58. So I think the biggest piece of evidence. So yeah, so I didn't even get this. From today to the upcoming 60th birthday is 3 months, 30 days. Masonry 33 degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry. And then we have 30 weeks, 3 days from the upcoming birthday. This piece of propaganda is coming out. That's including an end date to that. Also 121 days, Revelation 121, always putting numbers for Revelation inside the propaganda. That's why they're found in a date with a life lesson number 59, 94 numerology, the reflection of 49. So, for those who's completely new to this, if you want to just, again, I'm going to close out this video to keep it simple until we find more propaganda, until they actually launch the rocket and then there's more propaganda, you know. But for now, just keeping it short and sweet because it's already, look at this. When I was going to make this video, I didn't even see this banner. So again, everything I showed you besides this 58, I already saw. And then I was about to click record, and then CNN propaganda has this banner. NASA's planning to launch a 58-foot tall rocket. And again, I'm repeating myself because this is completely new to so many people. So that's really who I'm looking out for when I do this type of repetition. And I'm telling you this now so like you can pay attention. Freemasonry equals 58. This is the full reduction. F is the 6th later. R is the 18th. 1 plus 8 is 9. You're just doing that. This is the most important cipher to them. That's why you have Independence Day celebrate on 7/4. There's plenty more examples there. But Freemasonry, some 258. And I've shown you how they use the reverse reduction. I've shown you how, NASA's founded in 58. Remember, I showed you how S the 19th letter, 1 plus 9 is 10. So this is reducing again. 1 plus 10 is 1. Or, excuse me, 1 plus 0 is 1. You're reducing twice. You're reducing once, you get 67. Because S is 10. On 3/31, that's 331, the 67 primes. There's those prime number relationships coded into the dates, coded into date numerology. And then you have to look at their occult connections. They're doing it again on a date with a life lesson number 45. 3 plus 31 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 8 is 45. That is the sum of Saturn's magic square. Saturn Sun ritual. Sun 18, 27, the reflection. You just have to know the rituals, know the pattern. And it's just basic things. I mean, think about it. The Jesuit order gives you the Catholic Church, all about the sun. One of the Christians, the Catholics worship on the Sundays, not even the Sabbath. All these examples are in life. You just have to pay attention and see. Sun 2718, 54, reflection is 45. You're up 54, you get 45. And now they're going to Mars. one planet closer to Saturn. And then the biggest kicker, if you want to know the biggest piece of evidence, is watch my Stephen Hawking videos, watch everything else I show about NASA. They do it all by the numbers of 35. NASA, 35. They're all 35, 28, like Thelema. It's all going to Thelema, Saturn, the Catholic Church, all in that too, Catholic, 35. What do you think Catholicism is all based in? Or very super interrelated to? This Thelemic religion. And not to say there's anything, again, inherently wrong with that, but I'm just showing you how the federal government is applying this stuff inside your religion, inside the propaganda, inside their space program. This is supposed to be this national federal space program. I'm showing it's a big occult ritual, as it is every single time. So NASA, 35. And then how many weeks from their 59th birthday they're doing this? 35 weeks. That is the main thing to see there. But then that's what I'm saying. Then the banner comes down and it's a 58 foot tall. That's when you don't have to keep looking anymore. You don't have to keep looking anymore. I mean, you don't have to keep looking at all. That's the whole point. You don't have to keep looking at all, because you should understand that anything from NASA is nothing else but a bunch of Masonic bullshit propaganda by the numbers. It doesn't matter when it comes out, what it comes out. It doesn't matter what it's about. And not to see any of this, I've told you it's all Masonic propaganda. I mean, look, Wallops Flight Facility sums to 115, 322, the reflection of 223, Masonic 115, 223. As I'm just here ranting about how there's nothing else than a bunch of Masonic propaganda. They literally put the numbers for Masonic inside this string, this name from its facility. It's Masonic facility inside this piece of propaganda. That is why I say anyone new here, anyone completely new to this, I know you're following along. There's no way I'm making this up as we're going. Reflection of that. Every time I talk, I go through the propaganda as I'm talking, and they always let me know that I'm on track. Because, again, as I said, you don't have to do any of this. You should know this is CNN. It can be Fox News, Snopes, doesn't matter. But CNN is just an example. Jesuit order, Scottish Rite Freemasonic, Zionist Jew propaganda. Prophecy 110. 101 is the 26 prime, Mason 26. Space 26. So there you have it. Abrahamic religions 322. NASA and modern religion created from the same gang who gave you all the other three. Even here, down here they have 15, 49, 54. I mean, that's probably just me. Don't ignore that. It's probably just changing. I don't want to be too, whatever. Ignore that. I'm just trying to find more to fill this video with. Don't get me wrong. But if you think I'm picking this out, picking that out, at this point, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, again, it's a 58 foot tall rocket. That's all you have to see. So yeah, no propaganda out yet, but Donald 50, 555 is the same thing. Jim Carrey is trolling Trump from the 11th state. Top 11, Pi 11. I say all the time, coding numbers with Pi with Donald Trump. Pi 11, Pi 11. Donald Trump's from the 11th state, dropping the 11-ton bomb in Syria. So many things 11 he does. Say it all the time. I like to look more into this, but we have like a minute left. But this is more examples. This is from 3:30:33, updated at 5:54. Do you see why then I accidentally called out on that video that we're watching, that 54? I mean, I'm just showing you they code it all the time. And I called it, okay, that was a false alarm, but look at this, 5:54, the reflection of 45. If you write out 45, you get 54. Do it in Gematria, Nader. If you write 54, you get 45. It's the same thing. Mr. 45, and I don't have to explain it anymore. Our 45th president, I have to let you know, Mr. 45, inside some propaganda. They elected the 27th anniversary to fall the Berlin Wall, always quoting 27, inside this actor. So which actors work? Yeah, Donald Trump, exactly. That's the actor they're talking about. 102. Peace out.